This podcast brought to you by On It, bitches. Go to On It, see what they got. Put church in the box and get a little discount coming your way. Hit it!
I kill a communist for fun. But for a green card, I'm gonna carve him up real nice. I kill a communist for fun. But for a green card, I'm gonna carve him up real nice.
Oh shit. What the fuck's going on, Lisa? What's happening? You played Scarface with me? I like it. For a fucking green card, he's gonna carve you up real nice. See how lucky you fucking motherfuckers got green cards? You're walking around some fucking crazy Cuban in 7 hours about to chop somebody up for a fucking green card. So get out there. I mean, it's late night. You got nowhere to fucking go unless you go mug somebody homeless and shit like that, which is always not bad. You ever kick a homeless fucking dude right in the stomach?
You kicked a homeless guy in the stomach?
No, I'm just saying, but, you know, what the fuck? I rolled a guy, like, it had to be maybe freshman year. I went out one night, did some THC crystal, like angel dust, with 3 other savages, and there was some guy asleep on the street on Kennedy Boulevard. We went into his pockets, and he was half it, and we just started pulling him and dragging him down the fucking street. It's horrible. I think all those terrible times. It was right in front of the Board of Education in North Bergen. That Board of Education. One time I was with this kid, Joe Lucci. He did about 2 hits of fucking acid. And we were walking on Kennedy Boulevard, and he said, "Hold on 1 second." And he threw his hand through the glass at the Board of Education. And he got like 18 fucking stitches in his arm. I started running so I wouldn't faint. You know me, I don't need that aggravation. I faint when I'm not fucking, when I'm not high. Can you imagine when I'm high? I fainted on my birthday before that. I've been good with fucking needles lately. Yeah. Especially I had the ear infection. Last 2 times I went to acupuncture. Not this last week, but the week before, she needled around my ear. Jesus fucking Christ. And I take it like a man. The problem is when I'm high and you get the needle inside you, that pain escalates a little bit and it takes your mind away, and that's what makes me faint. So for the people who want to know, what's up, you cocksuckers? Sunday night, you up. I know you got to get up and go to bed tomorrow and get up and go to work in the morning. Fuck it. You start the week off with a little fucking headache and that's it. You go to work, but at least you hang out with Uncle Joey on the Lord's Day late night. What's up with you, cocklicker?
Not much. I'm feeling good. I'm in the middle of a rough work week, but other than that, I worked out for the first time today, so I feel good.
I heard you walked from here to Mike's Jersey and got a sandwich and walked home. Is that true?
Oh, Jersey Mike's, that thing? I haven't seen that. I haven't been there, but no, I walked 1.5 miles on my lunch break. And
did you really?
Yeah, fucking.
You get new sneakers?
I did.
Come on.
I did. I got a pair of New Balance.
Look at you. What'd you drop from?
Oh, weight wise?
No, how much?
Like $70.
Did you go to one of the Marshalls?
Fuck that. I can do it online. I don't leave the house.
Did you? Look at you. You go to Amazon.com. Did you click the fucking banner, cocksucker?
I didn't.
This is what I'm talking about, people. You don't even click the fuck. How'd you get it?
NewBalance.com.
All right. I'm just testing.
They were cheaper than Zappos.
I went to NewBalance.com. I like what they got. I went to Adidas.com. I like what they have. They didn't have a lot of... they got a lot of 2X stuff at Adidas.com. I was in shock. Adidas has good shit. You know, I found these at Foot Locker, 2Xs.
Yeah,
that's not too fucking bad.
I have wide feet, so I have trouble going to the stores. But they have them online.
New Balance has everything.
Yeah,
I learned. I used to buy New Balance like at Hollywood Shoes, like those shitty shoes outlet.
Yeah,
they got a bunch of the 660s or whatever the fuck number it is. And then somebody filled me in about them when I went to Columbus. I gave the shout out to the guy last week, that the salesman that sent me the card and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So no, I'm happy with my new. I do the Dolce run on the treadmill with my New Balances, the 990s, and I fucking love it. I got no lower back pain, so you know if you're looking to run, and again, I ain't no fucking runner. All right, so I don't know nothing about fucking sneakers. I just know my feet don't hurt.
Yeah,
so that's the most important thing. You know, I went to see a friend's kickboxing class the other day.
Okay.
We were going to meet. He had a script idea or something for not a script, but a web series.
Okay.
It's very funny, very fucking funny. He wants to play Garbage Man, like an acid type show. You know, and they pay. He's got a financing.
Nice.
He just has to try to go through YouTube. I guess YouTube is doing original programming.
Oh yeah,
now,
yeah.
So we went to meet over there, and it was funny because I got there early and I got to watch a fill-in teacher because the school was fighting somewhere, like competing.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a fill-in teacher for the 3 o'clock class. And I'm no fucking Joe Rogan. I'm no, the other guy. But I could tell a beginner in kickboxing, a beginner in a certain martial art by the way he punches or he kicks or how he twists his legs or He puts his hip into it. And sure enough, they asked, who were the beginners, and it was 4 beginners and 1 guy that was experienced. Well, I'm watching this guy making these guys crawl on the floor and like run and get up and do burpees, and I'm seeing people hold on to their back. And I'm looking at these people that you give your life to. Like, they tell you they're a personal trainer, and you go see them for 3 days, and they're on this Nazi fucking exercise workout that they read about. They don't even think about that you're 35. They don't even think about that you've had knee surgery. They don't even fucking ask.
No.
They just proceed to make you go on the floor and do fucking alligators and spinning back kicks. And I'm sitting there watching this guy, and the guy is a good fighter, and he's very interesting. But he never, as a personal trainer, you'd go to see this guy 2 times, and you'd go home. Because you got, like I told you with the strong bone. The thing I liked the most about the strong bone was when you first start working out, or whether you jump rope or whatever the fuck, your feet hurt, your bones in your feet hurt. You're supporting 3, 4 fucking 100 pounds, 250, whatever the fuck it is. Your feet hurt, and if your feet hurt, you're not gonna do nothing, and that's the whole thing. The
biggest thing, at least for me, is especially when you're first starting, is you're looking for any excuse to quit. Honestly,
you really are.
So if you go to go to a class and the fucking asshole is treating you like you're in the advanced class and you're training for an MMA fight, you're like, fuck this. I'm gonna go home and have a burger and be happy.
It's amazing how when I was trying to quit coke, I was always looking for an excuse, and I wouldn't say nothing, but it was just a personal excuse, like, holy fuck, I got a hangnail.
I can't tell you how many times I said I was gonna start a diet, and then I had fucking they had. Like everyone at work was going out for burgers. So I'm like, oh, well, today's ruined, so I can't why have good meals for the rest of the day? I'll just have bad food for dinner, and then I'll start tomorrow. And then I'll be like, oh, well, the week's ruined, so I'll start next week. I did that like 8,000 times.
No, we all do. It's just not dealing with what's in front of you. That's all that is. Hey, dog, listen, the fucking country is not... I was listening to some speech by the president's wife online. There's something about... one out of every kid is a little fat fuck. Or, what I mean? And you sit there and go, how does a kid become a fat fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't become a fat fuck until I was about 9. Once I got out of Catholic school for a while there, because in Catholic school you were moderated. You didn't play, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, from 2nd grade to 5th grade, I played in the fucking schoolyard every day. We'd cross the street, we got ice cream like once or twice a week. But it's not like when you're home when you're 10. I was a fucking wild man in New York. I had a Chinese restaurant down the corner. Once I got thrown out of the Catholic school and I went back to Jersey, I gained weight. But then when I became 13, I once you start working on, jerking off and liking girls, I kept it on until I was, there's a picture that Stanhope has. Remember, I was 37 when I moved here. When I moved here, I was 225 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, when I moved to L.A., Stanhope still has the picture somewhere. I think he gave it to Rogan. I was 235, maybe, 230.
Wow.
Because I remember getting up to like 245 when I got locked up for a while in Seattle. During that whole crime spree I went up in Seattle, I weighed myself and I was like 243. And I remember that I went on I didn't know anything about dieting. I did, but not like breaking it down. I went on a water, being broke, tuna diet.
Yeah.
I ate tuna. I always know that when you need to lose weight, you eat tuna out of a fucking can, you lose weight. It's as gross, but it comes, but it reminds you. After 3 or 4 days, it's like juicing. You just get used to it.
Yeah.
You flip that motherfucker over, you get a few apples, you eat tuna and a few crackers and some apples, and after a while, you go for you go for broke or whatever the fuck you do, So
yeah.
But it's like anything you want to do, even with writing. For 10 years, I lived here and I procrastinated writing.
Mm-hmm.
How lucky are we that we got together and we go to work. Like, I go to work, and you know that. I go to work. There's no, when I fucking sink my teeth into something, we go to work. There's no fucking around, this week I'm sick, It's amazing how many things I become part of and how many things dissolve on their own without me even saying anything sometimes. I got a call a couple weeks ago for a pilot.
Yeah.
This dude, hey, man, how you doing? I'm a friend of a friend's. I want to call you. And I go, you know what, man? If it's only a couple lines. Like, I was like, just call me when you're ready, like a week away. I forgot about it. This guy called me in October. He called me last week. How you doing, man? We're ready now. Oh, I got to go to New Orleans. But it's amazing how they were shooting for network, and there was all this, fucking, what's this, they were in a rush.
Yeah.
In October 8th, they were in a rush. And now you're getting back to me fucking February 26th, last Tuesday you got back to me. And that's these people, something else came up. So fuck everybody I had talked to about the project. Now I'm ready. Really? You fucking jamoke, now you're fucking ready. What's up, Lee? You're staring at me like you're thinking about a fucking cheeseburger. Look at you, I can tell.
No, I'm doing okay right now.
You're looking at me and you're going if anybody I could talk Joey into driving me a fucking cheeseburger. Look at you, I can tell. It's all right. I love you no matter what. Though.
Well,
I don't want you to eat a cheeseburger. I want you to do this juice and then be healthy and live your life and sling some dick. You got Rosie in Boston waiting for you to come with that little flying Jew dick across the country and put it in her little fucking pee hole. You know what I'm saying? Don't be taking this out of the podcast. You love that little freak. I caught him crying in the car the other day. Rosie watching fucking, what were you watching by yourself?
The Notebook.
The Notebook.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to play along. What I was thinking about, though, and I forgot how good it is to walk around, because where I work, it's very industrial, and I walked around, and you notice things you don't notice when you're driving. Like, I walked by, and there was a sports memorabilia place, and it ended up being shitty, but, it was cool. I went in, and I looked at some old baseball cards, and it's just, it's for people who, because a lot of people, I do the YouTube videos, and a lot of people say I'm going to start just walking around your city is a cool way to go. You can go into a store, and it was a lot of fun.
I don't know if you know this. It don't cost you no money to walk. Cost you money to join a gym. Cost you money to go swimming. It costs you money for food. But don't cost you no money for a walk. So your fucking stories, you can't run them by Uncle Joe. You know what I'm talking about? You got any music for me over there, Constantine?
Yeah, sure.
I'm over here sparking solo. Fuck this joint. I'm going to light the bat of death, the one that Lee likes. Every time I smoke this, Lee, what do you call me an hour later and tell me?
No, for some reason, only my lower half gets high. My head never gets high on that shit.
So
I don't know.
What gets high on this?
My legs.
Just your legs? That's it? Just from your little waist down?
Yeah.
Next time we smoke this, go for a walk from here to Bangkok and come back, cocksucker.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I used to do. Listen, the easiest way to lose weight for me is to smoke some fucking reefer and go to the YMCA. You forget you're even there. Next thing you know, you're on the treadmill. You've been on there for 35 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Listening to rap or something like that. We're back because look at this fucking monster of death here.
So thank you very much. The improv was a lot of fun last night.
Fucking Brea was great. Brea, listen, when I started this little comedy venture, they contacted me. That guy Dan from Brea contacted me 4 years ago. And he goes, you know what? People always ask about you in Brea. Come on down to Brea and start a Wednesday. Nobody would come out, Lee. I give away 40 tickets. That's it. Nobody would come out. How packed was that motherfucker?
It was I've been there a couple times with you now, and usually it's full, but there's a little back area that maybe not be. I don't think there was an empty seat in the house last night.
No. And Testicle Testaments was fun.
Oh yeah.
And that was a Testicle Testament that I've been writing for the last 2 months. I didn't think I could pull it out of my ass.
No, that was a bunch of people said it was one of the better ones, and I think it was too.
Testicle Testament 5. It fucking, because I sat there for 2 months. Cried.
Yeah.
I cried a lot, man, when I wrote that one because it was about, I don't know, it was and now, let me tell you about what's going on now, Lee. I talked a lot about my uncle on that.
Yeah.
That was September 20th of 84. I came on here and tried to rob my uncle at gunpoint. We got into it. And it was basically about feelings. It wasn't about nothing. Me and my uncle were always tight since I was a little kid. I used to come out here. So Wednesday night, I go down to the ice house and I tell Lee and I tell everybody else that showed up, which was another packed house, about this fucking uncle that told me I would never amount to nothing, that my genes were bad, and I took it personal, so I tried to rob the motherfucker to show him, and he caught me, and we didn't talk, and we hated each other, and I would call him from jail and fucking tell him I was gonna fucking kill him, and I would prank call him. He never figured out it was me, and I went to do an audition a couple of years ago, and I was in Malibu, and I remember pulling over to the beach and putting 2 and 2 together. This is Malibu. Wow, this is Malibu. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I used to come here as a kid with my uncle. And I finally went on information, and I called my uncle, and he answered, and we talked, and we're friends today, and we've been tight. We go to lunch at Langer's on Mondays, and we meet at this Cuban place. And
he's the one you went to a Dodgers game with, right?
Dodger game with. I bought the tickets at Costco, which Dodger season's coming again right up the fucking corner. Break out your fucking hockey helmets. So I like my uncle. He gave me a second chance, and we've had beefs in the last year. I said something to him one day, and he got pissed at me for 4 months. But I got a call from my cousin Thursday on the drive to Brea. have you spoken to him? I go, no. And they go, you know what? He's sick. And he ain't going to tell you. He's really sick, like really sick. Like he could die. And he's been going to hospital visits lately. He hasn't been filling me in. And I've been thinking about him. I kind of broke down the last 2 days, you know, and I called him. We were going to do breakfast today, but I fell asleep after the farmer's market. And then we were going to do dinner, and he was going to some fucking place, some barbecue place. So I got to see him, and I invited him to go to New Orleans with me, maybe.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, I don't know what his fucking gig is, but it's amazing that I had a hatred for him for 20 years because he told me the truth. Sometimes he told me I was a piece of shit, and I knew it. And I knew the direction I was going. He even told me, I'm surprised you're walking around. He had been shot and ended up in prison. And I took offense to that. And I tried to strike back like a fucking underboss piece of shit that I was instead of taking a high road, agreeing with him and getting my life together. I finally did. So I want to do something with him. Or I'm gonna when I come back, I'm gonna take him to Dodgers down in Arizona.
Oh, spring training. That should be nice.
I want him to be proud of me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I want him to go to whatever fucking planet he's gonna go to next and tell him, you know what, the kid didn't turn out that fucking bad. You know, even though he had some problems early on, he pulled the 22 on me or 38, whatever the fuck it was, or both of them. I wasn't that bad, so that's what I'm very thankful about. So that's it. I just want to let people know that. I love my uncle. We all have a relative that we love to death, and he's that relative. Me and him related as a kid. You know, when you have an uncle who, you know, I was growing up in Jersey, so to me, having an uncle in California was like a dream come true. I would brag about him to people.
Yeah.
And it was always that escape. I always knew growing up, even before my parents died, that if something was to happen, I always had an out in California. I don't know why. I always had that thought. So for years after my mom died, I'm like, I'm not moving to California. But then when things started to get hairy, I said, I'm thinking about moving to California. He's like, I don't want you here now. I don't need you here now. I got my own fucking dilemmas. You come here now, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Ruin shit for me, which you was right. That's all I was going to do.
For me, all my grandparents passed away when I was very young. So I had this aunt and uncle who were a little bit older than my mom's age. And they turned into like my pseudo-grandparents. And your parents came from Cuba, so you obviously didn't have any grandparents. Was he kind of like a grandfather sort of thing?
No, he ain't no fucking grandfather. He's a young guy and shit.
I knew he's not that much older than you, but like kind of taking that role.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Grandpa's a grandpa. An uncle's an uncle, you know? An uncle's an uncle. And grandpa's a grandpa, you fuck. You know, you go fishing with your uncle. Your uncle don't talk to you about eating. Your grandpa don't talk to you about eating some chick snatch. But your uncle will.
If you have a grandson, you'll do that?
Yeah, I'll pull him aside and say, that chick you brought over, you gotta stick your tongue up a little fucking queef. But, so, we've been discussing the whole plan with the chick. The chick, and Lee saw this girl, and she's cuter than fuck. Now, the next step is that she wants to fart in Lee's face, but she wants to pee on his face a little bit with his mouth open, and Lee's cracking on me like, I don't want to do it.
I'm not cracking on you. Call me at work, and you're like, all right, here's the deal. She just wants to piss in your... No, you open with, she wants to shit on your chest.
Yeah, as a joke, but then she don't want to shit on your chest. She got too much class. She wants to pee in your mouth. Just one time, a little squirt, and you're over there having fucking knit fits and crying and telling me... You gotta make a couple fucking mil. Not a pee back, like I peed on that fag in fucking New York that time in the fucking... in the studio.
In the club, yeah.
Not like that, like I peed on him like a whole gallon of fucking light beer. I'm talking about a couple drops from a little noodle right in your mouth.
No.
You open your mouth. Come on, Lee.
The mouth is the worst part to get that in.
Lee, you eat pussy, right?
Yes.
That means you eat piss. What's the fucking difference?
No.
You lick piss. They have a little pee coating on that fucking clit.
A coating is different than getting it shot at you.
What's the difference? She's not going to shoot at you. Or how about she pisses on a sponge and just squeezes on your face?
No.
Like a soldier and shit. That's an old trick they did in Bangkok in 78.
This is the worst.
Come here. Smoke with Uncle Joey.
I just smoked.
Smoke some more. Where's the music, Lee? You're fucking slipping, cocksucker.
I'm slipping.
Oh, shit. A little bit the fucking who here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What the fuck, Lee? Did you smoke some herb?
Yes.
All right, I want you to get your shit together because you're slipping.
So,
Brea was nice.
We
had a nice fucking weekend. Nothing's going on in the news I give a fuck about. You know, there's basketball, March Madness. I don't know the teams yet. I get hooked up like about a week and a half and we'll talk about March Madness.
I hate it.
Vanderlei Silva knocked out Brian Stan.
I was nervous for you. I don't know if it was that fight or the fight before that where the guy had a bloody nose, and I just looking. I was looking at you.
No, I was alive and kicking. You know what I was talking about. Hector Lombard lost the decision to Yushin Okami, whatever his fucking name is. Yushin gets on top, whatever the fuck. He was on top of Yushin, not doing nothing. That's the weirdest thing. You get on top of a guy, do something, knee him in the ball, bite him in the neck. Do something, Lee Sayat. What else?
What was it? That fight where the guy fought the Hawaiian dude?
Mark Hunt. No, that's definitely true.
Okay.
7-foot guy against Mark Hunt, the Hawaiian. He broke his fucking jaw.
And he broke his head. Did you see that? He tweeted a picture today of his x-ray. His fucking skull has a crack in it.
No, he does.
Yes, he does.
Can you imagine getting hit that fucking hard in the jaw? Would you keep... That's what I call the tennis camp. Excuse me, when is your next enrollment? I become a fucking ballerina. I'm not... Listen, man. I'm going to tell you something, guys. Let's get this shit out of the way. I got beat up early on. Like one time at 15 by John Bender. He broke my fucking nose. And one time I got beat up in Hudson County Park and I tried to mug that fucking pedophile / fag, whatever. I know I get in trouble for that. I should have called him a pedophile. He was really a Sandusky. He was no fucking like a flame or nothing like that. There was no flamers in 1980. I came across the park. It was all the distorted fucking people. And he threw a beating on me. And one time I got a beating in Colorado. I got choked in Colorado. I almost got stabbed in Colorado. So I understand it. I didn't like it. Nobody likes getting hit.
No.
But there's a certain... who the fuck likes doing stand-up? You don't. I know that somebody said to you, why don't you go up on stage last night? And you were like, in front of 300 people? Fuck you. So I understand it. There's fighters that are like, Joey, are you fucking crazy? I wouldn't go up there and talk. I would never. That's the worst thing in the world for me. But they'll take 22 fucking punches to the face and a knee to the head. Me, you need me, I'm done. Even if I don't get knocked out, I'm getting knocked out. Do you follow me? Even if I'm knocked out, I'm knocked out. I'm going down. There's no reason to stand up there and slug it out. I'm 50 fucking years old. When I was 20, maybe I'd jump out a window and hit you with a stick or something.
Yeah, the worst for me is getting punched in the face. The body I can handle.
I got fucking hit with a wiffle ball bat.
Jesus.
2 or 3 times, but I hit a dude with a wiffle ball bat one night.
Oh, those sting.
Oh, you have no fucking idea. Especially when you put socks in those things. You put socks and make them heavier. So what you do is you cut the fucking bottom off and you put rocks in there. Fuck. And then you fill that up with socks and you push it down like a fucking Q-tip in a cannon. And it becomes, that top becomes top heavy.
Yeah,
When you clock the motherfucker in the head with momentum and all they see is a light and pop, 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 they go the fuck down. I had this buddy one night, Tommy Russo, good fucking white dude I grew up with, had his problems, his father, the mother, whatever the fuck. But one of the nights, I knew him growing up, and one of the nights we became friends. I was walking home all coked up, couple ludes in me and this Louis Castellito and Kurt DiLorenzo down in Miami right now doing whatever the fuck they're doing. And we saw this guy, Didi Quintero. Mm-hmm. This dude, Didi Quintero, they call the man chop. And we saw this guy, Tommy Russo, and he's walking around with his shirt ripped. And we were like, bro, what happened? He's like, this guy jumped me. And I've told this story before on some podcast. This guy jumped me or whatever. And we found the fucking wiffle ball bat. And we just stuffed it with fucking rocks and shit. And the guy was at a bar drinking. And we called the bar and told the bartender to tell him to come outside that his ride was waiting. When he came out, and I hit him with that fucking wiffle ball bat, because I like Tommy. And I forget what the guy's name was. He dated like a hot chick in my hometown. I like Tommy. And then Tommy proceeded to hit him with a fucking right hook to the fucking head, a right straight. And this guy went down, and his eyes went in the back of his head. And I thought the guy died, and I ran like a little fucking pussy dog. I thought he was dead. I didn't know. That's the first time in my life I seen somebody go down like that, and just his eyes go in the back, and he stopped breathing, his mouth open, and he gave that last of that. Dog, I ran like a fucking motherfucker. And the next day, they said he was alive, and he wanted to see us, and he was like, I'm sorry for hitting your buddy. All right, no problem. We hit him with you hit somebody with a wiffle ball bat. I just changed their fucking life. I got hit a lot, man.
Just a plain wiffle ball bat would hurt.
I got hit with a nunchuck. one time, and the real octagon ones, the 4-sided ones, the whatever, the 6-sided ones, whatever.
Fight, or were you like playing around with it?
No, I'm in the city trying to get coke, and some guy tries to mug you, some guy chases you. I got hit in the fucking back with a thing. I got clocked, dog.
A mugger had nunchucks?
Bro, listen, when they're crack hoes and they're trying to get coke or whatever, they'll hit you with everything they fucking got. You know, you're fighting these motherfuckers. Who knows what they, they start off with a knife, they come home with a fucking, with a yo-yo. I don't fucking know, Lee. I don't fucking know. You never know. People do desperate fucking things. When I went to kidnap Bella, I had a machine gun. What the fuck? And all I needed was a backhand. I could have bitch slapped him and kidnapped him. You follow me? Yeah. Some people show up with a fucking, a little marksman repeat, and some people show up with a fucking bazooka to your house. I mean, what am I going to tell you? It's just the way life is.
Jesus.
You want to smoke some more?
No.
What the fuck? It's Sunday.
I have to be up in fucking 10 hours.
You're 24 years old. 10 hours.
And we're going to be doing this for another hour.
You could go to a bar, fuck a chick, eat her ass, come home, eat her again, bang her again, throw her out, sleep 3 hours, and be a soldier at 24. What are you crying about? Stop it. You're juicing. It's supposed to give you more energy, ain't it? You're supposed to be doing jumping jacks and fucking flying around like the PX90 and shit. Look at you. Did you make a tape today?
I'm doing it after this.
You're doing it after this. What were you doing at work today? Were you working?
Yeah, fucking, working for the entire 12 hours.
Did you cut shit?
It's more of like a maintenance sort of thing.
I gotta watch it all along the way. No, Brea was very nice. Brea was nice.
And then next is New Orleans.
New Orleans is next Friday and next Sunday. And that's it. And I come home, I think I got Sacramento, I gotta go to Nashville, and it kills me. I gotta leave my wife for a week. But her sister's coming out, her brother's coming out. Yeah, we got the whole fucking yin-yang family coming out. I'll catch them for 2 days when I fly out the next week, so she's not alone. I don't have to worry about it. She's got a little help. She's been the trooper with the baby. Baby sleeps. It's amazing that I've been home playing family. I've never had this opportunity.
Yeah. And you've been home. Where you've gone? You went to Florida, and then you haven't really been?
San Jose. I went to Columbus. That's it. I've been home since December 1st, bitches. Wow. I've been home, and do I like it? Yeah, I do a lot when I'm fucking home. Well, Lee, I put it together for my cause. I'm not like most guys who will sit there. I really enjoy going out, but, you're not going to go to fucking Maine in February. It's 10 degrees. I can't go up there. These guys went to Columbus. I heard they had great shows up there in Columbus. Joe Rogan and Red Band and
Triple E.
They went to Cincinnati, but they were sweating it. They were sweating the fucking weather for a few days. It's cold out there right now.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, fuck that. We got some good guests today. We got the chick calling back from Auntie Dolores.
Oh, sweet.
She's, because I had some questions. A lot of, sometimes it's funny. You have somebody call in and you ask them questions, and I'm no fucking interviewer, people, and I never claimed to be, so relax. But you guys have great questions, and you'll send me back and you help me out. So a couple people want to know about her gluten-free and that they have sugar in them and they're allergic to them. We spoke the other day. She was coming to town, so I said, fuck it, just call on Sunday night and we'll ask you some questions. It's got to be a quick podcast. Lee got to get his fucking beauty sleeves. Got to get his toes rubbed. The fuck, Lee?
I'm working 100 hours this week.
Oh, stop your fucking
Before
crime.
the stuff I do with this.
Now, what do? You got to climb? What do you got to do? You got to dig a fucking trench?
No, I'm
You're
not.
sitting there looking at kids flying and fucking some dog spinning around in circles. Then you put 2 edits in and you send it back to the bus. Then you get up and you go get a fucking donut. You talk to your buddies about Captain Kirk, whatever the fuck you cocksuckers talk about. Then you go back, you sit down again, you do 2 or 3 more tapes, which I understand. You're a hard worker and I love you to death. But the whole time you're sitting there, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you're doing jumping jacks or holding a torch and, you're mugging somebody at gunpoint. You're sitting there. It's nice. You got air conditioning on, right?
Yeah.
Your feet are up. Your shoes are off.
No.
Come on.
I'm in 6 different bays at once. I got to keep walking around.
You put porn on, you bang one out, you call Rosie, you speak dirty to her, you make those little jerk-off noises, you make those little staminkin noises, you do those little fucking Jew noises, tell me the truth.
Those little Jew noises, Jesus.
I love you, cocksucker. Who are you kidding here? You have to work 10 hours. It's like a
12 hours.
Part-time, it's like a part-time gig. Look how much smoke there is in here. Open up a door. Look at this shit. It's like Chong's fucking bathroom. What is wrong with you, dog? How much did you smoke in here today?
What can I say? It's a terrible thing. I have a habit. I can't help myself.
Do you get high at work?
No.
What the fuck? This is what I'm talking. America, you see what I got to fucking deal with? You don't bring a number. Today you didn't bring a little tututs.
I'm constantly around people. What am I going to do?
You spray a fucking number, then you put some banana on you. Is it the cops?
No.
Shh, that's the cops, though. Did you give them more information?
I did.
You sucker.
I told them it was a Spanish person giving my complex. I didn't like it.
You had some freaks out there today. You got a little Filipino freak in front of the fucking place.
Jesus Christ, I'm being surrounded.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. You had some nice fucking people out there, though.
Oh, nice.
You had some hot chicks in the building. I don't know what you're doing with your life.
I don't know either.
Get it together, Lee cocksucker. What time are you going to make? We're going to put this bud. You people, at Lee Syed, hit him up. If you want to see Lee put a little bud in his fucking shake.
People are doing it. I don't like it.
And he sleeps like a baby. He'll sleep like a fucking baby.
No, I won't.
This fucking guy is the biggest resistance in the world. All I've ever done is try to help this little car. He thinks like I want a chick to pee on him. You know how good that is for your skin?
It's not.
Listen, in 1990, I had this Puerto Rican chick piss on me in a Greyhound bus. It's the best thing that ever happened.
No, you didn't.
My foot fungus went away. It was tremendous. I ain't fucking bullshit. What do you think? She was leaving. Listen, it was on the way from Rochester to Buffalo. She had a little health issue. She had like crabs or gonorrhea or something. No big fucking deal. You can work through that with some penicillin.
Pee is the stuff that your body's like, no, I don't want this stuff. This is bad.
What? No, it's not. Fucking Vegeta drinks his own piss. A chick dropping 3 pisslets out of her little pussy into your mouth would change your life.
No, it wouldn't. Yes.
It would change your fucking little life.
I'd end up in a padded room rocking back and forth saying, fuck Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz loves you more than life and fucking self. You understand me? You're taking a ride of your fucking life. But thank God I don't do heroin and blow and get you in a car and take you to Vegas for a weekend.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
that dude. Get him to the fucking... What's that dude? Jonah Hill and that fucking Irishman. What's his name?
Oh, get him to the Greek?
I would make that look like get the fuck out of here. I'd have black chicks farting on your face. You beating ass. They'd be lighting your foot on fire. You'd be fucking... Lee, what would you do? You'd be shooting snorting a little heroin. I'd never make you shoot it, but a little bump just to get the party started. We'd shave your beard. We'd strap explosives onto you. Fuck it at this point, Lee. It's a church of what's happening. What music you got for me, Lee? Why are you torturing me tonight?
You went through all the music.
No, you didn't. I played fucking 2 songs. You didn't link me up tonight. What happened here?
What can I say?
You didn't have the Who ready for
Yes,
me?
I
You
did.
didn't
We
have
already
fucking
played
Back
that.
at the Hotel. You
I played that.
That's it? That's all the music you got?
That's all I was given.
No, Lee, I gave you like 18 fucking songs. I got here an hour before the jam and shit. What's going on with you, Lee? Lee, I can't smoke dope again no more.
Do you have any shout-outs for us?
I got no shout-out. I was going to give you a shout-out, but now you want a shout-out? Lick my balls. That's what you get. That's a shout-out you fucking get, cocksucker. You have to get me upset. You know, my blood pressure's high. They got me on those steroids, dog.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I got one more day. It was a 5-day package for this ear shit.
Oh, those kind. Okay.
So they got me on steroids and they got me on antibiotics. And let me tell you something. I think it was yesterday. Look at this fucking room. People, you have to show them the camera. Look at the fucking smoke in there. This is a podcast, lady. We do it free. We live it free. Listen. People have contacted me. Can you put it into a radio format and pitch it? I don't want to fucking be a radio station. I want me, if right now, if I want to take, let's say Lee wasn't here right now, do you think I'd be dressed up? I'd have a shirt on, I'd be under here scratching my fucking nuts.
You're still doing that.
No, I'm not. I got pants on, Lee. What the fuck's wrong with you? I can't dig deep. You can scratch like the helmet. You can scratch the top here. But like right now, I got an itch deep in my ass under one of the creases. I can't get to that fucking thing right now.
I'm sorry.
You know you're a chubby dude, bro. We got creases in our fucking... What are you giggling for? That's it. No more reefer for Lee.
What can I say?
I'm going to smoke this by myself. What else are you going to do? What else is in your future?
Nothing for right now.
Nothing? That's it?
I want to know what you're thinking about for the movie.
I really want to shoot some with my uncle. I really want my uncle to talk about what I saw, what a child... You know, one of the reasons my uncle and I fought that time was he was trying to explain to me his disagreements how my mother raised me. You know, but meanwhile, he's got a wife, he's got a mistress, and he's got another mistress, and he gets her pregnant. He's got 2 original kids, but he's telling me this shit in 84, and this is what's pissing me off. He's telling me about how my mother raised me wrong, that they showed me this, and how I was a loser. It was just mind-boggling that this was. I could see if this was a street person.
Yeah.
But this was my uncle. And even though it pissed me off, years later, when I found myself in prison, I realized he wasn't lying. Which is one of the hardest things to ever face when somebody's telling you the fucking truth. And people do it all the time in our lives, and we don't want to fucking hear it. You know,
No.
there's some guy hit me, fuck you, you fat fuck. You're out there giving fucking fat health diet tips, but you're a fat fuck. Listen, I might be a fat fuck. I lost 100 pounds. I got a little wordage here. I'm still at 307 now. So I'm like you. I lost some fucking water weight. But
good.
I'm going to tell you something, guys. If I inspire one person to take a walk, then my fatness helps somebody. You follow me, cocksucker? So suck my dick and call me Shorty. I was born in 1940. Drop it, Lee. Lee, you didn't set up no music for me? You over here looking at me like I owe you $55.
You made me take 18 fucking hits off a joint and get mad at me for not looking for music. Jesus Christ.
Wait till I show you the kale edible I brought you from fucking
kale edible.
From Divine Wellness. They gave me this edible with kale. How about a little Superfly? I'm in the mood for Superfly. When was the last time you heard Superfly? Huh?
Probably the last time we played it.
I don't know when you played it last, Lee. You gotta get your shit together.
There we go.
Unbelievable, huh?
People these days.
Unbelievable. This is why you don't do fucking shit and you mind your business.
Oh, something happened to me the other day at work, and it fucking really pissed me off.
Talk to me.
So, I have an iPhone, and I have about 18 of those chargers from different versions of shit, and I bring it to work because my phone dies, and I couldn't find it. And I'm at work the other day, and I'm asking around for one, and this girl takes one. Oh, I have one you can borrow, and it's mine, and I know it's mine because I had wrapped tape around it, and she sat there and lied, like looked at me and like fucking lied to me, and fucking, it made me so angry, and I at first I didn't say anything, like I was like, I'm not gonna fucking say you stole it or anything because I couldn't prove it, but then I stole it back, and it's just. People who would look you in the eye and say I didn't steal something, it fucking pissed me off.
Talking today's, hey, listen, I can't say that I haven't done it. People come to me and say, you robbed my house. Are you fucking kidding me? Your family. I can't say I haven't done it. But at the same token, I understand. Did you get it back?
I stole it back from her, yeah.
All right, then what the fuck are you crying about? You're a slick Jew. You got to steal it back. What are you going to do? You going to walk around like Abe Lincoln?
I'm trying to come up with something to talk about. I don't know. I just
No.
Yeah.
I'm happy that, what are you going to do? People are going to steal your fucking shit. People are going to do weird stuff for you.
Yeah.
There's wild people out there all the goddamn time. I was that person when I was younger. But I never stole like a car stereo. Like, that ruins your fucking day.
Yeah.
I just robbed your Coke. Took a couple hundred. I never understood the reasoning of breaking into somebody's car. There's a Ford and Chrysler and all those cars have a radio in it that once it's disconnected from the car, you can't use it.
Really?
Yeah, it shuts down, or they did 20 years ago.
Jesus.
I never understood robbing a car. They catch you in the car. You got nowhere to fucking go. I was in a stolen car one time, and it was the creepiest feeling. Not that you felt creepy, but you felt bad because you'll know that if you get pulled over, you're going to jail. And what a dumb reason to go to jail for.
Yeah.
You're in the fucking car. If you chase me, I got a gun on me, and all I need is 30 yards to get rid of the gun in the sewer or something. That'll slow them the fuck down. They need 24 hours to press charges on me. I put it in the fucking sewers or whatever. You got time. But in the car, you got nowhere to fucking go. I never understood that. And you people are listening like, Joe, we never robbed the car. Yes, we did. Everybody robs a fucking car or a relative's fucking car at one point or another.
Yeah.
I just never understood the magic of it at that young age to rob a car. I wouldn't even fucking do it today, rob a car. When you show up, you got no music tonight. We got no reefer.
We have plenty of reefer.
How do you know?
Because we just smoked 2 joints.
You want to smoke another one?
No.
This is what I'm talking about, Lee. This is what I'm fucking talking about.
It's terrible.
But the ear infection's down. The steroids are making me retain water, and I hate fucking doing them. It was 5 days, and they give you a package. You have to take 5 the first day, 4 the second day, 3 the first day. So it's the weirdest thing, because you got to take 1 for breakfast, 1 before lunch, 1 after dinner, and 2 before you go to bed. And the first thing they say to you is, oh, by the way, you're going to get side effects. One of the side effects, you can't fucking sleep at night.
Jesus.
So I'm going to be as honest as I can with you. It's like sleeping on blow. you sleep, but not really. Like the lights aren't turned off. It seems like you ever sleep with the lights on.
Yeah.
You can't fuck. That's what it feels like. So for the last couple, like last night I slept, and that ride back from Bray is a motherfucker.
Ugh,
and I did it 3 nights in a row. I used to do it 4. It used to be. Can you believe comedy at one time used to be Tuesday through Sunday?
Jesus. So
And
you had Mondays off?
That's it. And those are the days you flew. Those are the days you fucking flew.
Yeah, there's a couple guys, I'm blanking on his name right now, who they don't even have apartments. They just live on the road. Tom Rhodes, who I heard about recently. That must be crazy. Fucking living on the road.
I did it for 5 years, Lee.
Jesus.
I did it for 5 years.
Just going from... Now, does he pay for part of his hotel, or that he just tells the club, like, I'll come and do the whole week?
All right, here's the deal. Most clubs have a hotel room for stars like Joe Rogan or Kanye West. No, not Kanye West, but like Kevin Hart or Bill Burr and shit like that. They also have a condo.
Yeah.
All right. The condos have, what do you call that shit? It's just a regular condo with a TV and a refrigerator, stuff like that. So what you do is you headline the week. And if the club owner likes you, you could ask him, can I stay the extra 2 days and pay the maid?
Oh, okay.
And then you pay the maid. And let's say the maid wants $40. It's a lot better than doing, you know what I'm saying, than fucking paying her, than paying a hotel room.
Yeah.
I did it, Lee. I used to leave for 8 months at a time, a year and a half at a time, and I did it. It could be done. You know, it's funny you brought this up today. Something really weird has been happening lately.
What's going on?
We doubled in emails.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. I fucking hit every email back tonight. I must have sent 60 of them. I don't mind. I still got like 60 to send. Okay. But something's been going on lately. I'll tell you what it is. Rogan said something to me first about it. And then I started getting it. I was like, wow, that's fucking weird that he said something to me, and all of a sudden now I'm getting these things left and right. Okay, when I started doing comedy, really into it. Like, I started doing comedy and you're iffy for 2 years. Like, you started to diet. Somebody will ruin you. Like, I'm going to do comedy, then I would do it. I started, as a comic, I would do it once a month. Mm-hmm. And then I would tell people I'm a comedian, and I would do it once a month. That's it. And I would do, like, these big shows or whatever, and I would get, like, you know, whatever, dumb, hacky fucking laughs, and I would get off stage, and there'd be a headliner, and I'd talk shit. Like, last month I did a show with the Flying Jew. You follow me?
Yeah.
So then that people are supposed to be fucking impressed by you. But the whole time I was missing the beauty of it. I was missing the work part of it. The work ethic part of it, where you have to get on stage. And when I went to New York, I learned it. When I went back to Colorado in 94, I applied it. And I knew a couple things. I learned a couple things in New York. A, it's stand-up comedy, right?
Yeah.
It's you and a microphone, right?
Yeah.
By yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Understand that. And learn from that. It's you by yourself. You're not in the fucking part of a band. You're not part of a fucking a heel band. You're not part of any of that shit. You're by yourself. We get confused as comics. Especially myself, I always heard that I was very funny, so I thought that I was going to do that one performance and have somebody see me and change my life. That's what you have in the back of your mind. So in the back of your mind now, you're doing blow, you're racking up your credit card bills, and you're thinking to yourself, hey, one person's going to see me, and I'm going to become a fucking star. And then you get into the local club, and now you start working with, you know, for me, I started working with Paul Rodriguez and Steve McGrew and Anthony Clark, and I would do guest sets at the Comedy Works before I got thrown out of there. And you get to meet these comics. But in the back of your mind, you don't really want to meet them for them. You want to meet them because doing a set in front of them is going to change your whole life. And when you realize that these comics live in L.A. and they have their own dilemmas and whatever, you kind of get disappointed. And you're like, fuck that dude, you know, or something, because he didn't help me. It's not that he can't help you. He's trying to help himself. Yeah, of course. And there comes a point in stand-up, or even in life, in any part of life, where you're fighting an addiction or weight, whatever the fuck you're doing that, you realize that nobody's going to help you. You get online, you read about it, and you act on it the same way you did with the juicing. Mm-hmm. You follow me? Yeah. You saw the fucking film, you got inspired, and you do it. The same way with stand-up. Well, I always get 2 popular questions on Facebook and on the Gmail account off joeydiaz.net. The most popular is, I'm getting into stand-up. Do you have any tips? Mm-hmm. And I try to explain the abridged thing. Like, what do they say when you when you do a term paper, you get the fucking book.
Yeah, the Spark Notes, yeah.
The notes. This is the notes. I'm going to give you the fucking liner note. Okay, that's it. I'm going to give you the liner note. Write every day and get on stage every fucking night. I don't give a fuck if it's a poetry reading or karaoke. My first year in comedy in Boulder, I did poetry readings. And Lee, they would hate me. These are people that wouldn't put fucking deodorant on.
Would you do poetry or would you do comedy?
Oh, yeah, I'd go up there and read poetry, Lee. Should I stab you right fucking now? I'd go up there and do comedy. And they would hate me, Lee. But I knew that by that time, 94, I knew it was about stage time. And it's like joining kickboxing for me, or joining jiu-jitsu for somebody. Or anything that it requires, the more you go, the easier it gets.
Yeah.
So once I put that in my head in 94, I would go to the poetry readings as a number. The more auditions you go to, the higher the percentage. It's like anything else in life. It's just throwing spaghetti against the wall. But with comedy, you have to get on stage. You have to get on stage. Every 5 minutes counts. And you have to log it. Your first 5 to 6 years in the business, you have to log it into the fucking notebook. What nights you go on stage and how you did and what material you did and whatever. I didn't tape every set, but I know when I bomb or I do okay.
Yeah.
Like last night, I didn't do okay the second show. I did mediocre. I didn't take them where I really wanted them to take them for a late show. They should have been easier than fuck last night. I didn't take them there. I wasn't prepared mentally, or if I wasn't prepared joke-wise. I went somewhere off the track that I had.
Okay.
And once I go off the path, it's very hard for me to get it back. I was high. It was the last show. I was tired. But it's weird that you have to keep getting on stage. It's like to become a good editor. How do you become a good editor, Lee? By reading about editing?
No, yeah.
How long did you become an editor? How long did you fucking edit?
Since freshman year of high school, so I'm at fucking year 12 now.
Seriously?
No, year 10, yeah.
And how long does it take you to become a professional fucking editor?
Well, I'm not even there yet. It's weird. It's I have probably fucking another 2 or 3 years before I start getting like TV gigs. Like I'm an assistant editor right now, so it takes about 5 or 6 years. But there's people who've been doing assistant editing for like 10. So like my next gig or 2 and like that, I'm gonna start looking for it. But people ask me a lot of time like, how did you get that? And it's just there's somewhere I heard that it's like you have to do it for 10,000 hours. For like that's what like the hacky thing to say. But it's just, like, there's a lot of people who think they're funny or something. And, I mean, I tell jokes in my head and I make it laugh. But I introduced you at the Ice House the other night. And I got on stage. And I don't know if it was the Ice House or if it was every stage. But those fucking lights are bright as shit.
Bright as shit. That right there is like, listen, there's a big difference between the funniest guy in your block and getting on stage.
Yeah.
And people really have to, it's a hard lesson to teach people.
Yeah.
And it's very hard when they're at the office and they're talking about their wives and they're committed to it and they really know it. It's like what Joe Rogan talks about with the UFC. You could be a great fighter. Your first fight at the UFC, it could be tough. The lights, the people. You're not used to that. Your mind's not used to that. Your mind's not used to taking a punch and people cheering or yelling. You're used to fighting behind a fucking McDonald's and smacking some guy 3 times and you run to your car before the cops get there. These are things, and like I don't like when people don't respect stand-up. People like, I did it one time, I got laughs, and you're like, no, you didn't. You got lucky. Laughs is when you make a fucking living doing it. Laughs is when you're doing it. And I see a lot of guys that are making a great living and whatever. I didn't make a living until 10 years ago doing it, 15 years ago. But that's not the thing that's been bothering me lately is I've been getting hit up for people trying to do a shortcut.
Oh, everyone wants a shortcut.
But it's amazing how I've been doing a podcast. I've been podcasting with you for half a year. I did it with Felicia for 2 years. And I do it with everybody else for about 6 hours. So I've been podcasting for 2.5 years. I've been getting Facebooks about it, MySpaces about, different situations, different conversations. Now, obviously, you get Facebook messages, and we've got the Gmail account. So now I get to answer, like I said, but now I'm getting hit up for, what do we need to do to open for you in these towns? Now, I know when somebody has been doing the work. I know when somebody's doing a shortcut. You're like, Joey, how do you know? Did you hear the conversation we were having last night, myself and Silent Bob?
Oh, what brother? Yeah.
About his brother. His brother was going to be the original Flying Jew. His brother came up here. We shot a video between you and I. He was horrendously bad. First, he took headshots. First, he kept telling me he was a photographer.
Oh, you told me about him.
We did the headshot, but this is Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you always want to give the underground guy a shot. So I said, sure, I'll take headshots with you. I'd rather give you 200 than some fucking scumbag. Mm-hmm. He did these headshots, Lee, that I had to basically take him and rip him up. I never said nothing to him about it. I ate the 200. I never had the balls to say they were terrible. Because sometimes that 200 to him meant the world.
Yeah.
Do you follow me? So what was I going to do? $200 I'm going to cry about? He came up, he had the equipment, Lee. You would have died. And he kept telling me he knew what they were. That's why I got so furious, but I didn't say nothing. Then he kept telling me he wanted to do film. He had got an editing course. You know, I thought he went to school. Finally, I found out it was online. You know, you make videos. He never cut the video. He kept shooting it and then turning it off and starting up again. That was his editing. Again, we put the video up. I didn't have the heart to say nothing. He disappeared on his own.
Yeah.
Because he lived 45 minutes away. I love the kid. I still call him once a week. He calls him one day, tells him he's got a job making $18 an hour, guys. $18 a fucking hour.
That's great.
60 hours a week, young man. This is 3 years ago, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
How long did I meet you? 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He gets the first job putting fields down for football fields. The sod down.
Yeah.
So during the off season, the company would take you to New England for 3 weeks, and you
Wow.
put the whole fucking thing down. When you do the baseball one, I don't know how it works. And then from there, you go to St. Louis for 3 weeks. So you're on the road. So, but this company, since they're out of here, they do San Francisco, San Jose College, anything football related from the crew he got on.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to leave. So they had him up in Fresno for 3 weeks or something. Something went down, and he quit. $18 an hour, he quit. Then his friend got him another job at a manufacturing plant. Again, union job. Didn't you hear me and his brother telling the stories?
No,
Every job he got was $20 an hour.
Wow.
This guy doesn't get like fucking regular jobs. He gets union jobs. And every job he's there for 3 fucking weeks. And there's a problem. So he calls me one day and he goes, hey, I'm going to be in Hollywood because I meet with you. So I met with him and I told him what we needed. I go, listen, I need some guy to make some videos. And after a while, let's start shooting shorts. The same way you and I did.
Yeah.
And I said, this is what needs to be done. I got a camera from Gabriel. I swear to God, it was 2 or 3 weeks before you, or maybe 2 months before you. When did we hook up? September.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I got the camera June. So I hooked up with him in July.
Wow.
Bought him lunch, did the whole thing, same spiel I gave you, this is what we'll do. Never heard from him again. Never heard from him again for 18 months. And then one day, he calls me and I go, what's up? And he said, hey, I saw you have a documentary, bro. And I go, yeah, who'd you do that with? I go, my friend. And before he could say something, I just unleashed on him. I said, here you go, motherfucker. Fuck you. You know, you had the opportunity. You never called back. No, bro, I was busy. No, fuck you. You had 10 opportunities, and not to mention, you've had 10 jobs that are all tremendous jobs that you quit. What you want is somebody to give it to you. Again, how do I know? I was that guy when I was 21. I wanted to snort coke on somebody else's account and dance and eat pussy and go out every night, but I didn't want to do the fucking work. One day you realize you got to do the fucking work, you know? And that's what these people think that even if you do. Let's say I let you open up for me in fucking Chicago. How's your life going to change? If you're not doing the work, it's not going to change for you. You know, it's so funny, like the big thing amongst comics. I swear to God, the last 2 weeks, everybody wants to be on the Joe Rogan podcast. But it's hysterical because everybody thinks by appearing on there one time, their life's going to change. And it's not what you do on that podcast, it's what you do afterward that makes the difference in how you react to the light that podcast gives you and the doors that get open for you. But people don't know that.
Yeah, because I've on him or on another podcast, if I like a guest, I'll check him out. But if I listen to one podcast and it's shit, I won't listen again. And the reason why this has worked is, yeah, you started on there, but they went to you on Facebook and Twitter and you do the music and stuff, and they like it, so they stay. It's I don't know what the term is, but like when you're selling something, you don't want a person to come back once and buy something. That's why you're not like an asshole to them. You want them to keep coming back and keep coming back. So if you do a good job, it's like with jobs out here. Jobs in my industry, they never ask for college degrees. They never ask for anything like that. They never ask what your GPA was. They ask for references, and you have to have good references, and you have to do a good job, and that's all that matters.
Don't ask for GPAs. Don't ask for your school scripts or
nothing.
What do you call those? Not scripts.
Reels.
No, your school transcripts.
Transcript. No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for sniffling my boogie. Somebody complained to me the other day to stop fucking coughing and shit. What do you want me to do? I got a fucking infection in my ear. It's a, they don't check your grades and nothing. No, I've always said that school is not about grades. It's about the commitment. You're there for 5 years. Now they know that you'll do something for 5 fucking years. That you're not a flake. But it's amazing how that kid never spoke to me after we made the documentary.
Really?
I've always asked his brother, tell him to call me. He won't call me because he feels that I fucked him because I made it with you and we did the videos and we do the podcast. He had any hustle. He also was tight with Gabriel. He did something for Gabriel. Gabriel loved it. But he went up to Gabriel and he goes, bro, I've been doing this for 8 weeks. I want like $1,000 a week. And Gabriel goes, here's the 500. Have a nice fucking life.
Yeah.
You stepped up to Gabriel the fucking wrong way. Gabriel has 19 people on staff. Gabriel pays, bro.
Jesus. Do you see his picture he put up? Like 30,000 people?
Oh, please. Did you see his video?
No.
The Harlem. What is the Harlem whatever?
The Harlem Shake.
What is that? Can you break it down? I don't even know what the fuck it is.
There's YouTube feds.
That's how old I am. I don't even know. Play it for me. Can you play? What does it sound like?
I'll play the music for you. You can't see it. Someone did one, and it's this one guy, and then the song breaks, and then they all dance around. I'll play the music
because
for you.
Because I seen something on the news the other day where they were underwater. And somebody fucking played underwater. But I heard the music, and I'm like, because somebody said Gabriel had one, somebody else had one, somebody else had a Harlem Shake.
Like the Miami.
Going crazy about it?
Yeah. And now there's like a group of people like dressed up weird doing nothing. But it was funny. There's
you think it's time? Why don't we play it and we'll smoke fucking dope over it? How about that? You and me, and we'll jump up and down like these fucking momos.
We could do one.
This is it.
Yeah,
let me listen to this shit.
Oh no, this is a different one. This is another group of it. But it's funny because there's a YouTube video of Harlem reacts to it, and apparently Harlem Shake is like this or something. Like
let me see. Do the Harlem
people
Shake
in Harlem, people in Harlem do it.
What's that wiggle? Let me see. Now, did you Wikipedia this? How did you come?
No, someone posted it. But apparently it's like a dance they do, and they're pissed in Harlem because it's like all these videos are a bunch of white kids just doing it in offices and shit.
So speaking of which, Dead Squad Harlem got to get out there. The fucking El Dominicano has got to get out there and inflict some fucking pain. Don't be doing the Harlem Shuffle if you live in fucking Canoga Park. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, they get pissed
Let's
about it.
Give some shout outs to these cocksuckers. They were good people this week here. The Savages of East New York. You understand? My man Garcia, the Puerto Ricans, Mexican, whatever the fuck it is up there. Raggio, Death Squad Toronto, D. Wiggles, J.R. Steiner selling shirts like a motherfucker on JoeyDiaz.net. For you people who don't know, he's also in charge of Brody Stevens shirts, little Lester's shirts. Go to JR Designs. I don't know exactly what the fucking thing are, but he's on Twitter. He's a good man. He's my brother. I love that black motherfucker. Trevor Damara, Alex Stone, the bro with swag, Jim Pittsinger, Stefan Sloan, Alpha Mind Mike, and my man Mark and Charles. They came to the show in Brea last night, sitting there getting this D machine on. I love you guys. Thanks for coming to all my Orange County shows and supporting like a motherfucker the Harlem Shuffle. Unbelievable. I didn't know what it was.
It's nothing.
I don't fucking listen, dog. I can't. I'm too busy listening to music. I listened to some shit today that I want you to find. Okay? And this is what we're going to do. We're going to start doing this because I want you to find Eric Clapton, Eyesight to the Blind. I want you to play that real quick.
Eyesight to the Blind?
Yeah.
And quick, I want to give a shout out. Al Vega, he was very nice. He talked to me after the show.
Al Vega's a good fucking man. So, the very weird thing is that I always talk about the 70s having great music. If you get a minute, people, I played The Who tonight because I was watching The Who the other night. I was nice and stoned, doing homework for you people, trying to look for fun stuff. And I found this video. Play it, Lee. And it's Eric Clapton. I watched this movie as a kid. I could be some blowhard and tell you, oh my God, it's what you listen. It's a movie that if you last past a fucking hour, you might as well get $100 from the producers. It's so fucking bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's slow. It's a rock opera.
Yeah.
Not, today we can't, we got to watch shit. We got 3-minute fucking videos. This takes an hour, but to watch the mind of whoever fucking put this together, these are musicians, dude. And I was watching this going, you know what, man? Wow, they should do something with this. America can't deal with this type of shit. The shit came out in 74. I didn't forget about it. That's one of my all-time favorite songs, watching Clapton. That's when he was still on heroin. Look at his face. He was all fucked up.
Oh, shit.
What?
Nothing. But,
What's the matter?
you had me thinking, did you ever go and see that Chinese 21 movie?
No, I've been busy all week.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Only made $9 million this weekend. Identity Theft was number 2.
Yeah.
And the number 1 movie was
Jack the Giant Slayer.
It didn't really kill him.
Fuck. That looks so bad.
Listen, guys, this is America. Who went to see that fucking movie?
Look,
if you went to see Jack the Giant Slayer, I don't know what to tell you no more. You might as well drink the Kool-Aid with the rat poison in it, because you're killing yourself to live, worse than fucking Sabbath.
I hate
Put
that.
Killing Yourself to Live on by Black. I've had it. I gotta smoke some.
That movie is all green screen. I can't stand it.
And I don't know if 21 and over was good. What'd you hear? What was the reviews?
I didn't
What were
hear
the
anything.
reviews? I know you have a college buddy who went with his little hat with the propeller on. What were the fucking reviews?
I'll look for it when I'm playing
I
this.
tell you, I'm starving right now.
Me too.
How do they rate that? I know a chick that works for them, Gray Drake. I think she works for Rotten Tomatoes. I used to do her podcast, a movie podcast.
Okay. Well, let's see. A Good Day to Die Hard got 16. Fuck. That was better than fucking...
Did you see Die Hard?
Yeah.
I heard you loved it.
I didn't love it. I mean, it's fucking, what, number 6? Is that number 6 or 7? It was a good action movie.
You weren't jumping up and down?
No. I saw it, it was cool, though. I saw it in IMAX, and it was fucking... I don't like 3D, but IMAX is good. If you can see it in IMAX without 3D, that's a good way to watch a movie. But, yeah, I can't stand those fucking green screen movies. They're fake, and I don't know.
I don't like fucking those. Listen,
I thought people could tell.
Shit.
People can't tell.
I can't deal with that shit. I could barely deal with, like, even the Chinese Connection, when Bruce Lee goes into the Kung Fu School and he swings around and he throws, you can tell it's like a Japanese doll with fucking fucked up wig on her head. That pisses me off. But you're not bullshitting me. I don't want to see a fucking 3D movie or something made from man. I can't no more. I can't. It breaks my heart that I'm depressed about 21 and over. Whatever. I thought it was gonna do good, or at least be like the comedy fucking movie of the year. I'm waiting for 4 fucking no names to take comedy where it belongs in a movie. That's what I'm waiting on. How many fucking times can we go see Jonah Hill, who I love, with the other guy, and they make a fucking movie about Neighborhood Watch? I was watching that the other night. How bad is that movie?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's just, and it's supposed to be comedies. I remember, like, Something About Mary was a comedy that I spit the fucking popcorn out of.
Yeah.
I laughed at Something About Mary, as gay as you motherfuckers might think, but that's what a comedy is to me. It's not 2 people smiling at each other like fucking Paul Rudd. I can't take him no more. I can't take another fucking Paul Rudd movie. I was watching one the other night. This guy's kissed everybody too. He's ate everybody's ass. Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
He's done movies with all of them. I don't get it. Where's the fucking humor in that shit, Lee?
I'm kind of sad about it, but I think this next Anchorman is going to be the end of Will Ferrell, because Anchorman 1 was great. It was awesome, and like that was the first I was introduced to him. I didn't see him on SNL. But
you never saw him on SNL?
I was too young.
I love it. He's great.
But
he's great
fucking...
No, he's got some great
his
shit.
last couple movies have just been so bad.
Well, listen, first of all...
Oh, we got Auntie Dolores calling it.
What's happening, you sexy savage?
How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
What's been going
Doing
on?
really good. Just had a nice weekend. The weather was really nice. I went to a baby shower today. Just regular weekend stuff.
Now, are you in Southern California?
No, I'm up north.
Okay, when are you coming down?
I'm going to be down there next week, Wednesday.
Next Wednesday?
Thursday, Friday.
So what are the dates? This Wednesday coming?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't see you, but Ari's out of town, and Ari wanted you to do his podcast. I thought you were coming in the following week, like that Monday.
Yeah.
But we'll put it together, no worries.
I really do want to do that. Something came up, and I got to get down there.
No worries. We'll do it next time.
Yeah.
But I was telling these
next
guys.
time for sure. I'm going to be coming down there more often now because, I got the right people in place and stuff, and just for a few months there, it's been so busy, and we've been a bit understaffed, and now it's going to start getting a little slower, so it gives us a time to breathe a little bit.
Okay. No, the reason why I was telling these guys that when you have a guest on, sometimes you forget questions, and then they get off, and you're like, shit, and then people email you. And it was the weirdest thing. Like 3 people emailed me about you last week.
Oh, really?
And all of a sudden, boom, there you were. And I'm like, oh, my God, how funny is this? And there's a friend I have, MB Leafs girl. She lives in Canada, and she thought if she went to Maine, she could get your products. And I'm like, what gives you the impression you could do that? And she's like, well, because I have the license. And I'm like, I don't think you could do that. And I wanted to specify with these people what they can and can't do off your webpage. Because I know you got hit up by a lot of people after you did the podcast. And they were probably, yes, send this weed to Oklahoma. And you're like, are you fucking retarded? Are you a fucking mutt? What is wrong with you? You can't even believe that they have the gall. Like, you're like, really, guy?
No, it's just people are misinformed, and the laws around all this stuff, I mean, they vary from state to state, and we've only got 19 states on board. So people from Canada sure don't know how it all works. And every state's different, which I'm finding out now because we do want to branch out into other states, but there's really strict laws around how it can be done. And so we just want to make sure we're following all the right steps.
Now, are there any edibles in Canada allowed at all? Do you know?
In Canada, I have actually no idea about Canada. I don't think so. I don't think cannabis is legal there in any way. There's other countries that do have it. I think Spain is one. And Israel is leading a lot of research too. I mean, there's other countries out there that are on board.
It's amazing that people hit me up. Hey, I live in Miami. Can we go to Auntie Dolores' website? And you sit there and go. And even if they had the license, so this is basically.
I know. I wish I could, but there's no interstate commerce in this industry because that's a federal crime. It would have to be recognized federally as medicine. They'd have to reschedule it and all that before they can allow interstate commerce. I mean, that's never probably ever going to be allowed. I mean, if it is someday, great, but I don't think that's in the cards,
Now, the other question I had for you is another follower on Twitter, or somebody who listens, a subscriber, I should say, hit me up and said that he was out here and he got the license and he was very concerned about either gluten-free or what's the other one these guys concern themselves with? What products you had that were gluten-free? So I asked. The popcorn, I think, right?
Yeah, the popcorn's gluten-free, and the peanuts are gluten-free.
Right, okay.
By nature, those foods don't have gluten in them. But we might be making another gluten-free product soon. We're working on something now.
Now, my man Lee over here is on a juice diet, and he can't eat nothing. What can he juice? You got anything over there you could send over that this fucking guy could put in his juicy juice to get him flowing? He's all uptight.
Well, Lee, you have a lower tolerance than your buddy Joey, right?
Yeah, that's putting it lightly.
Okay. Yeah, you might want to stay away from our products, but you might, think
Oh, no, I
great.
have to. He gave me
I always give him everything. I give him everything. I hook him up. I put this fucking guy in a different dimension. He calls me back puking and crying.
Oh, see, that's no bueno.
I'll tell you what's
bueno.
really good. Your pretzels are fucking amazing. You got them down from. You got them down for 127 milligrams of THC. I think there's a couple more milligrams in there. I was loaded the other night driving the fucking bread. I was in that HOV lane with one hand over one eye, one of those fucking nights. I was fucked up on the pretzels, cutting off motherfuckers.
You know what's so great about those pretzels is we have people that enjoy them for that reason, and believe it or not, we've got lots of cancer patients that are using it for pain and nausea. I mean, they love the pretzels. They can stay off the sugar. You only need a few at a time. I mean, each one has 4 milligrams. You could eat 4, you could eat 8, you could eat the whole bag. It's just
I eat half a bag before I leave, and then I eat another half a bag when I get in the house about 10:30. By fucking 12:15, are you kidding me or what? It's back to the hotel. I'm fucking seeing colors.
Yeah.
I got up last night at 3. I was so high. I had Allie was under the covers, my one chubby cat, the Siamese, and I had Gray above the covers in between my legs, like she just cornered me. And I was so fucking high. I had to pee. I got up. I looked around the room. I couldn't move. It was like the cats had kidnapped me and tied me up. I went right back to bed. I dreamed in color till about 6. I was so fucking... If you eat, like, your edibles at night and fall asleep, you wake up in the middle of the night to pee, everything's fucking beautiful in life. You pee on the toilet seat, you pee on the carpet, you pee on the cat, fuck them.
Well, don't you have a newborn baby? So you're telling me that you wake up in the middle of the night and everything's beautiful?
Let me tell you something. It is amazing. That little girl goes to bed at 8:30. I hear them once a week, maybe at an off time. But the word on the street is, because I don't hear dick. I don't hear shit. The word on the street is she wakes up at 3. So she sleeps 6.5 hours. She gets up, my wife changes her, puts a tip back in her mouth, and she goes straight till 7. When I get up at like 6, she's still in the room sleeping, and my wife is making breakfast. She sleeps till 6:30, 6:45. We're very lucky. Yeah, we're very lucky. So that's really helped things, and she was on fire today, and it's really weird because every day you see something new in your child. Every fucking day. Especially if you get high like me. I'm stoned. I'm like, did she just say something to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that fucking high like that. Did she just say Christopher Columbus or something? I have to realize I ate some of your caramel corn. I eat your edibles like 4 times a week. I've slowed down on the smoking for athletic reasons. Yeah. And I've eaten more edibles. Like tomorrow night I'll eat edibles. Tuesday night I'll get fucked up because I got to go to bed. I got to get up early at 9 and fly out. So, but I'm happy that you're still doing your thing. Anything you're adding to the lineup for the spring collection, talk to me.
Yeah, I want to tell you about that, but I have a question for you, actually, that just occurred to me. Do you medicate before you perform?
Before I what?
Before you do your stand-up.
Oh, please. Like oh, fuck yeah. Here's the thing, though. Let's say, like, I couldn't eat. You have, like, just for the people at home, you have one cookie that's a black wrapper that I don't know how much. It's
112.
It's your highest cookie. Then you have a 100 milligram small bite, and then you have a couple smaller bites after that. I could probably eat the 112 and a couple pretzels and get up there and rock the fucking room. Rock it like you're to a different level in your head, and then drive home, go on stage, go home and eat the other half a bag and drink coffee. Drink fucking coffee, and I start writing jokes about 12:30, and that's when I call Lee and torture Lee about chicks pissing in his mouth and how he's gonna make $1 million. That's how high I get. Lee knows. Tell her, Lee, how fucking high am I? I have 3 or 4 friends that are like, dog, how fucking high are you right now?
Yeah, he I know when he calls me like between 12 and 1 that nothing good's happening because if it's 2 he's just getting off a stage or something. But between 12 and 1 is the night he didn't do comedy or a night he did an early spot and he's just up like listening to music and smoking or
flying. Like I'm just looking for new music. All I need, there's nights. Listen, I love the effects of medicating, and I always have since a young man. Especially when it comes to music.
Yeah.
There's nothing like going through YouTube and finding shit you haven't heard in a while, like old Beatles, and right there, it's time for a pretzel. You follow me? I found the Beatles on the roof the other day. I forgot that one. I had like 3 fucking pretzels at 3 a.m. I don't give a fuck. I'll eat those for breakfast. Lee knows I'll kill those edibles for. So what's new in the world of Auntie Dolores? Hit me. What's the spring collection?
Well, we're trying to develop a candy, actually, and I don't want to talk too much about it because it's really
It's
very,
early
very
development
beginning stages. But we're trying to do a candy that's going to be real high potency and really tasty, rather small, and possibly if we can do it sugar-free and gluten-free and all that, we will too. But the main reason we're developing it is because we want to develop a CBD-rich edible that's, fairly healthy and really packed with the good stuff, because nobody's got the CBD rich products out there like we think that they should be out there. There should be more of them. So, and we haven't done that yet. So that's probably our next product.
Me, you know, I'm a fucking bull, and I love eating marijuana, smoking it. I love everything. You know, I get anxiety. Yeah. I love it. And I love eating it and not smoking it for a while and flying and getting fucked up on a plane.
Yeah.
And right now, like a guy like myself or Lee, we're looking to lose some weight. We love your stuff. And I know that I looked at the caloric intake. Some of your stuff is 2-3 points, Weight Watchers style. It's really low. I was really in shock.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because there's so much medicine packed in such a small amount of food, there's really, because sometimes people look at the nutrition facts, that's for the whole bag. You're really not supposed to eat the whole bag at once. Like the whole bag of caramel corn or a whole bag of pretzels, that's a lot of sodium, but it's not meant to be eaten like that. And the brownie bites are so small that there's not a ton of calories, and the fat content's pretty low. So, I mean, we try to... It's hard to balance all this stuff out. We want the products to be medicinally potent, right? And then we also want them to taste good. And we want it to be healthy. And it's hard to get all those elements in one product, you know, let alone a line. And so we won't put out a product unless we can achieve all three of those, at least to a certain degree, you know.
I know that you're up in Northern California, and between you and I love living in Southern California. I love what's going on down here with the movement. But somewhere in my heart, I feel that it's a little stronger up there, like people being more innovative up there as far as different edibles and different things. And I was at the San Jose Improv a few weeks ago, and somebody brought me a fucking little, one of those Jolly Ranchers. Not really a Jolly Rancher. It was, what's the chocolate ones?
Oh, Tootsie Roll Pop.
It was a Tootsie Roll. It was
Shiba Chew or something like that?
I think that 175 fucking milligrams.
Is it the Shiba Chew?
I thought I don't know what it was. It was a little, what are the Chiba Chews? They're little boxes or something like that, square things?
Yeah, and they're very potent. Very potent.
My God, you're talking about fucking potent. Yeah. You know, and I didn't look at the caloric intake. I like to look at it so we could talk about it. But that's what you're always, I mean, we're all looking for, like your cheese cracker. That's a fucking big bang for, you know, that's big bang. Some people could handle the smaller dose stuff. Lee doesn't like more than 50 milligrams. He gets fucking, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question for you. The last time I ate one of your things that Joey gave me, I hadn't eaten, and it really went fast. What do you recommend, like, as far as eating? Because I had not eaten before, and it hit me fast and it hit me hard.
Well, what did you have exactly?
You'd have to ask Joey what I had. I know it's chocolate something.
I gave him,
like a brownie?
The 112. I chopped it 3 ways. Me, him, and his father, and they were fucked up when I left here. His father hugged me, and his central nervous system was hugging me. No. Let me explain something to you. His central nervous system. Oh, I'm sorry. You there?
Yeah, all of a sudden I had a connection. Hold on one sec.
Go ahead.
Is it on your end or my end?
No, we haven't moved, so.
Okay. I can hear you now.
It's funny because I chopped it up, and I chopped it up at 5:45. By the time I left at 7:25, him and his dad were fucking gone. But the father went to hug me, and I could feel his central nervous system was hugging me. It wasn't even his hands. I could feel like his veins grabbing onto me, and he goes, I'm sorry. He even knew it. He fucking knew it. He's like, dog, I'm in trouble. I left him a box of Girl Scout cookies. His father ate the whole fucking box. You understand me?
Oh, my God.
They were supposed to go to some steakhouse or something, and we were supposed to go to the track. I called at 11, and I knew Lee was on it. You know when you talk to somebody and they're on their stomach? And they got their head in the pillow and they got water next to them, and they pick up the phone, they look at it, and they're like, oh no, I gotta talk to this guy. That's what it was when I called him. That's how fucking high he was, and I knew it. I knew he was that high.
Yeah, that's a lot of medicine if you got a low tolerance, and getting sick is no fun either.
Oh, that
was
THCOD is tremendous.
I think that was a little bit my fault. I took a swig of water, and for some reason, as soon as it hit my stomach, it just went up.
Well, one thing that's I don't know if you guys know it, but CBD can act as kind of like an antidote when you have too much THC going in your system and you've got anxiety and you just feel really bad.
What works as an anecdote?
Smoke CBD. Smoke like Harlequin, one of these CBD-rich strains, or eat a CBD edible, because that actually will balance it out.
What's a CBD fucking edible?
Well, it would be an edible that was made with an oil extract or butter extract that is, using a CBD-rich strain like Harlequin or one of these other strains that have, that particular cannabinoid is richer.
Listen, after you eat a fucking edible from me and you're there sitting there in the room spinning and you're puking, do you think I could talk you into taking anything else from me ever again? It's not going to happen. It's not like you're doing blow and you eat the fucking orange peel and you come down. Remember in the 80s? If you did 2 lines of Coke, they said you want to come down, get an orange and suck the peel. Fuck you. That don't work. That works once or twice. Then you're back to looking out a fucking window. The fuck out of here.
Okay, well, I'll send you some medical journals on the
we need some anecdotes like when I killed Yoshi and he was driving around in circles when I gave him like 8 of your fucking cookies. And he was driving around in circles for 8 hours. We need an anecdote to save you then, because Carl's Jr. didn't work. When Carl's Jr. don't fucking work, when that don't take... You know what works? But I tell you one time, I OD'd on THC, and I drank a bunch of water. And I puked it out, and the water was green. And I went home, and I was sick for 2 hours after that. It was fucking green.
Oh, wow.
I had sweat in my titties. It was coming everywhere. I had to take all my clothes off in the car. I was down to my underwear and party socks. I had the windows wide open and the air blasted, and oh my God, it was fucking horrible. I even had to drive on Chandler so nobody would see me, but fuck it, somebody saw me.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. The hard part is when you start hallucinating and feeling sick and all that. I don't like that. I mean, it happens all the time in the kitchen, especially when we're developing new products, because you're constantly taste testing things and you're working on the potency. You really don't know how strong it is to get this finished product tested, and before you know it, you're like high off your ass and you're trying to like develop these recipes and you can't even like see straight.
I'm gonna send Lee up there for a week on his vacation.
Oh no!
To just go by you every day and be the taste tester. Every day he'll sit there and see what he looks like in the beginning when he walks in. And what he looks like when he walks out. For 5 days, he's got to do it. That's his Christmas present this year. When am I going to see you then? If I don't see you on this trip, when will I see you?
Well, I was looking at your tour schedule, so I could like figure it out and get down there when you're around. And I guess I could. Maybe you and your buddy can get together and tell me what's a good time to come down, and I'll try to shoot for that. You know
what? I'll talk to Ari, and I'll see if you can come down, and we'll do We'll have you on Ari's live at the septic tank, and we'll fuck around and we'll eat and get high right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like a beginning and end type stuff. How's that sound, my love?
Sounds fantastic.
All right, tell these guys what webpage to go on, and only in California. The rest of you cocksuckers, just mind your business, cover your ears. What's the webpage?
And only in California, and we certainly love getting new members, but there's tons of dispensaries carrying our stuff, so if you ever have questions, you can email info@auntiedolores.com, and you can visit us at auntiedolores.com. What else? Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff.
I'm going to follow you on Twitter. I didn't even know you were on Twitter, Auntie Dolores.
And if we ever end up in another state, we'll let you know. It'll be on Twitter and everything, but we'll let folks out there know, because we did get a lot of emails after that last talk we had.
Yeah, no. I know, because people were emailing me. They love your stuff, and there was a lot of people that had hit me saying they had tried your stuff and they liked it. Ari turned me on to the popcorn, so Ari's a big fan. He gets it in Hollywood somewhere, so. You got fans down here, you sexy savage. Don't forget about us.
I won't forget. I can't wait to see you next time I'm down there, okay?
All right, love you. Have a good weekend. Thank you for calling in.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Lee. So how many requests we have? Let's go make the milkshake. We're gonna put a little nice bud. This weed is strong.
Yeah,
Lee, I love you. I know you're working tough, and I'm happy you took the time out to fucking do the podcast tonight. We want to do it tomorrow night or Tuesday night. You want to get some rest tomorrow?
Either one.
We'll let them know tomorrow. See how you feel. You're going to take a little nap, and you're going to wash your pussy.
Yeah.
You're going to trim your little beard. You're going to drink your little fucking green shake.
No, I have to make it for tomorrow, but I haven't. I made it. I already had mine today.
You're going to have one before you leave the house tomorrow morning, just a little bit.
No, I get up and I have it first thing in the morning.
You do?
I have it first thing when I get to work, yeah.
Look at you. I'm proud of you, and I know the whole fucking church community is proud of you. Thanks. Now when I get back, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to give you that commitment, all right? So
I'll let you try the juice tomorrow.
No, I don't want to try nothing. I got my own fucking juice, all right? I got my own problem. I love you guys. I love you guys for watching us on Sunday nights. I know we're ill-prepared tonight a little bit, but I'm stoned. I'm fucking sorry. It happens sometimes, all right? We got my girl to call from Auntie Dolores. Go to AuntieDolores.com and see what's going on tomorrow night. We got a few people calling in. The Sharp Motherfuckers, a comedy writer. It's one of the best comedy writers I've met in this town. So please, 9 o'clock again tomorrow night. And then that's it for like 6 days. We won't see you cocksuckers, so you know that, right?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I won't be seeing you guys. But we'll figure something out. I'm going to surprise you motherfuckers. We'll figure something out. And that's it, Lee. What do you want to tell these cocksuckers? Anything?
Check out my YouTube videos. I missed yesterday because I was out until like 1 in the morning.
Doing what?
I do the YouTube videos for the...
Where were you till 1?
I had to drive back to my work and then I got back here.
Get it together, cocksucker.
What can I say?
Should have came here first, done the video, then gone to Brea. That's how you do things.
How? How am I going to go from Beverly Hills to up here, down to Brea?
Because you made a commitment to these people, so you got to fucking...
I'm doing one tonight.
I'll be up early tomorrow morning. Don't forget, go to Brown Paper Tickets, New Orleans. Don't fuck around. There's only 160. When I call Lee the other day, Lee, we don't have like 42 left or something like that. Don't fuck around. Don't make me cry to me and say, Joey, I didn't know. What the fuck? You knew. You knew. My man Dan Savich over at the firehouse, they were all waiting. I got some people waiting. They got heavy-duty artillery. We got alligators. We got Puerto Rican chicks. We got the whole fucking thing happening down there at the La Nuit Theater.
Yeah, you can buy it on your phone that you're listening to this.
That's right. On brownpapertickets.com. La Nuit Theater, March 8th.
And 10th.
At 10 o'clock and March 10th 8 o'clock. That's how we do it. A Friday and a fucking Sunday show because I'm off the set on Monday morning. And that's it. I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I love you guys. Lee, what music you got for Uncle Joey tonight?
Do you want to listen to Killing Yourself to Live Again?
Sure. Put a little Sabbath on. Get this motherfucking party started. Late night. If you're on the East Coast, I love you for staying up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Fuck it. You're up. You might as well smoke a number and go down to the cocktail bar. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's early. The night's just getting started. If you're in Arizona like JR, whatever. Don't forget, if you need shirts, hoodies, the fucking long sleeve shirts, the commemorative Flying Jew, they're going like hotcakes. Go on joeydiaz.net, get yourself a little shirt, supports the podcast, the Flying Jew. Don't forget, if you're starting an exercise program, before you do anything, go to the doctor. If you're over like 28 and you've been doing blow and eating ass for the last 10 years, and you just woke up and you want to get healthy, go to the doctor first, do a blood test, then go to onnit.com, see what they got on there, what works for you. The hemp protein with the high fiber, delicious. The fucking immune, the shroom tech, tremendous. I didn't get sick again. I'm back on it. And the bone tech, the strong tech, I gave it a rest for 30 days. Mm-hmm. And now when I come back, I'll go right back on it because I was on it for 60 straight. So that's how I like to mess them around. Just so it's like tryptophan. You don't, no matter how much tryptophan you put them, eventually you'll stop sleeping because your body stocks up on it.
Yeah,
so thank you very much, cocksuckers. That's how we rode here. The special edition of the Church of What's Happening Now. My friend couldn't call at 10 o'clock, but fuck it, next time. I want to give a shout out to all you guys for backing me up all the time and my little Flying Jew buddy here, Lee Sayat. We love you. Stay black.